sie betu ababia aka te se emre kakra me akoto aba se 2 to 3 months na electoral commissioner e dey information about bonti say emebuna won ewo eye constituency wonum se bimbeboa na omani gyehu so mbeboa se de be duru ada aye to aba na omoso e de omonim de beboa na bibia akototen ene babia ye ewo all the 276 constituencies e o man mu na Kwame Tanko oye morning host ewo eye Lawson TV otimi aba mekasa ana oka say na mo electoral commissioner mo sa na motie asema obi so asesa na motie because eduru mresa na mo ba bonten ebe ka che se mabunu na omani gye won so mbeba beye abato no ho adwuma na omombra emebu nkra submit o mo Ghana card ni ade na yakoye adwuma na ebre duru se wo se wutu o mo ka no na te se honum so akoye question mark nipa na bre amomo hia nipa na mo ano behu nyansa na mafre nipa na se omra na omeye adwuma na nipa na ye adwuma na wie wo se mutua ne kan na eno so akoye boachi bidin ene Kwame Tanko eso de sanseme aba monten obeka se electoral commissioner sa eka na wo de sa youth na ante eno so akoye nsem fofra aban a waba so na mpese obeka ho asem no bo modia ne kotua sa aka na sana de mo pese mo nya bia ne enema aka e wa abato na chi bia no so mode atudwa ebusia yenkote Kwame Tanko nsem no emra.
This morning, we draw attention to an uncomfortable truth, a truth that strains the very fabric of our democracy. On December 7, 2024, this morning, we draw attention to an uncomfortable truth, a truth that strains the very fabric of our democracy. On December 7, 2024, Ghana held another peaceful general election, a moment of pride for all of us. But behind the success of that day were thousands of temporary Electoral Commission staff, men and women who sacrificed time, energy, and in some cases, their safety to make the process smooth. Today, being the 22nd day of May 2025, nearly 5 months later, these temporary workers are still unpaid. These are not salaried employees of the Electoral Commission. Note it. They are citizens, students, teachers, job seekers who were contracted for a national duty. They were trained, deployed, and tasked with critical responsibilities. They worked long hours in difficult conditions because they believed in service. And now, they have been forgotten. The Electoral Commission has offered explanations. There have been assurances, even promises. But the fact remains, these workers have not received what they earned. And we must ask, how long should they wait? What is the reason for the delay? And who will be held accountable? Let us all be clear. These temporal staffs were not volunteers. And I repeat, they were not volunteers. They were hired with the understanding that their services will be compensated. What we are witnessing is more than a delay. It is a breach of trust. And remember, a country that breaches its trust is not worth dying for. Because when a country calls on its people to serve, it must not abandon them when the job is done. The delay is affecting real lives. People borrowed money to travel and work. Some are depending on these earnings to pay fees, rent, or take care of their families. And yet, silence, delay, and excuses are the order of the day. To the Electoral Commission, the public applauded you or applauds you for delivering a peaceful election. But that applause must now turn into pressure to honor your debt to the people who made it possible and to the Ministry of Finance. If funds have not been released, why not? And I ask again, to the Ministry of Finance, if funds have not been released, why not? What is the bottleneck? What is actually happening? When will it be resolved? And to our leaders, do not wait for unrest before you act. The time to fix this is now or never. Temporal staff deserves permanent respect. They worked for Ghana. Now Ghana must do right by giving them what they deserve. And I don't pay. Me see the pay ni. I don't mean fair free. Because I think you know say on December 7th, 2024, which is last year, we went to the pool. They got to aba. I want my mua. Na yekwa got to aba no. Electoral Commission. Efa temporal Electoral Commission staff. Omo munye adwuma Electoral Commission ho. Abosu bi etu omo ka. Nemom ye wo binu mo e ba beto aba. Ye contract omo. Ene omo ye adwuma se sabre no adwuma no so. Permanent staff of Electoral Commission ko ano omo ntumi nyo. Na arewo sem ne se sa nipa yi ebi a student, ebi a teachers, ebi omo pa adwuma. I mean a whole lot of people. And you found 5 months down the line. December, January, February, March, April, May. Sanko fwa ekoku wonho. Baby a etututu okoto ye bom ma. Ye bru binum ni ade nyina no. In the first of all this temporal staff stood all in the name of Ghana. They said, we have been trained, and for that matter, we will work for this country. So they stayed and worked. Some worked 24 hours, others did it 48 or even 3 days. And almost sacrifice on me, to me. And the Electoral Commission. But so soon, they have been forgotten. You hear a few omo. 5 months down the line, you hear a few omo. Near your promising omo see adebema omo as a country through the Electoral Commission. No, you hear a few zango voi. Na near yane say. Ebi mo ho nam promises adema omo ntino. Omo agire mu akobo obosia. Found near, binom di tukwan, binom di bi to aduare, binom ye niema bebre. Knowing very well me Jesus can no kwakoshe ho. Obi kra di nani to so because he's a student and okoye judgment say me menya bi e de atwa me next sem. Menya bi e de aham me hostel. But to no avail. The person oti ase say sanko fo we no. Adwuma mkoya no na nye tu ho acha adwuma o. Commission no fa omo se de ye beto aba bia ye fa omo no se ye betua wonka. Ena ye wi abato yi wi ase nyina ehwe Ghana. Eboy shia mo electoral commission for there share. The success of the electoral commission and the election depending on this young men and women who sacrificed to make sure that we will have clean, free, fair, and transparent elections. So we are asking a very simple question this morning.